I've got a card here for 3D, which is we know is our bottom three centers, energy centers or chakras, whichever one you're aligned with. And 3D life is our very physical reality. Think about the sectors of your life that mean what you have to do to keep your body well, what you have to do to keep on functioning in society, the work that you do, the day-to-day, how you organize your family structures, look after your house, whatever it is. That's our 3D life. The indication of getting us towards the leap of faith for 3D is grasshopper. Sorry, praying mantis. They're very similar. Praying mantis is really about make sure you understand what timeline is available to you. So when praying mantis shows up for me, I know I'm being limited to like it's either this way or this way. For example, if I knew a big leap of faith was coming and I was trying to change careers or move house or embark on a new hobby, start a new company, whatever it is, praying mantis would say, you're putting the blinkers on here to say it's either I stay in my current job or I leave. This parameter says, what about all the other creative ways that you could do it that you haven't written down, that you haven't contemplated yet? So if I've got two timelines that I can see, there's one where I stay in the job and one where I leave. Praying mantis says, I want you to come up with 10 more. How about I stay and work on the other business on the side? How about I put in 6 months resignation and I slowly make my way out? How about I take some annual leave in my job and then I start the other one and I come back to my job and figure out how to juggle them? How about I leave my job, but then I find a different job before I start? There's so many different ways we could do it. This card in this position says, take the blinkers off and look at every other way it could happen. Now, if you've got someone in your life that really thinks well, this is the time to call them up and say, how would you do this? I want to change my career and I want this, this, and this, and I'm not getting it, but I'm afraid. What would you do here? And they might say, oh, I reckon you could do it like this, like this, like this, like this, right? It could be someone that's got experience in different fields. It could be someone that's really good at brainstorming or debating or has that intellectual sword-like caliber. I certainly have people in my life that I call up when I legitimately can understand that I'm uneducated to make a really good decision, even if it's rational. I say, well, what do you know about this? So I can help to make my own decision in it. And what do you know about the stress of changing careers? And what do you know about setting up a business? How long is it likely to take? And how much savings do you think I need in the bank to sustain the building process? Questions like this are really, really important. So in the 4D position, which is coming into our heart space, our heart can be like a compass. The heart is the emperor. This is where we come into self-sovereignty of taking full responsibility for our lives and our capacity to have both a soul-aligned purpose, physical needs, and neuroplasticity, right? Which means if I want to change the way that my brain works, I need to change the way that I'm doing things. There are simple techniques for neuroplasticity. It's doing the dishes with the other hand. It would be like brushing your teeth with the other hand. It can be doing things differently every day, learning a new skill. And it can be a completely new skill that you've never tried before or just an adaptation onto what you're doing. It's thinking slightly differently. It's usually using different affirmations so that capacity for your brain to update and change is actually being exercised. So if you wanted to develop a part of your body, you'd probably go to the gym and use the machines that represent that part of the body. But you would also go through the muscle soreness, the tears, the rebuilding, the process of it. So remember that with your mind as well. New experiences, new conversations, new places, new environments will aid the brain's natural neuroplasticity, which means you can get out of same thinking or the hamster wheel of same problem, same outcome, same problem, same outcome. In this position, the horse says, we're about to move forward. We've got the strength, we've got the capacity. Don't worry about how other people do it. Do it aligned with the way that you need to do it. So the horse moves forward. The horse has horsepower. It has speed. It has consistency. So allow yourself to go at the pace that serves you right now. And that's really important, right? If we come back down to time, and time says there's a time frame for doing things, there's a way of doing things, but also what pace do you need that aligns with you and where you're at, based on your resources, time, energy, money, based on your health, your wealth, everything. Like, are you at a place where you got good structures, good relationships, you've got energy in your body, you got a bit of extra savings? The horse says, well, now's the time to use it in the right direction. Let's go. Let's do the leap of faith. Let's use that power to create a pathway, because eventually we're going to possibly not have the same energy. We're going to be tied down by responsibility. We won't have the window of time, the freedom. So when we have it, let's use it. And then if things change and that horsepower isn't there, that's cool too. We soften, we slow down, we allow the body to recharge, we go into integration mode. And that's generally about knowing what season you're in and knowing where you are. So if you're in a difficult place, possibly an awakening, dark night of the soul, healing portal, you're going through trauma, awakenings can be messy and they can be difficult. However, that horse really says, what are we in and where do we need to move forward in? If you're in a difficult place, I would say move forward in exactly what you need to get through this thing. So that means, how much support can I get? How can I lean on people that are more equipped in this area, in this skill set than I am? How do I find the services I need? How do I get more healthy? How do I figure out what my body needs? How do I figure out what my soul needs? How do I change the parameters of my mind if they're not working out for you, right? Like if you're stuck in negativity, if you're stuck in victimized hamster wheel thinking, then who do we go to change thinking? Well, we go to counselors, therapists, psychologists, maybe NLP coaches, people that work on mindset. There's mindset coaches, there's books you can read, there's resources you can download that say, what do other people do in my situation? What do they read? What do they digest? What do they look towards? Because the resources online now are abundant. Whatever you're going through, I guarantee you there's hundreds of thousands of people probably going through something similar. If you can find those keywords, if you can find those services where people specialize, then according to your resources and your budget, find what you can download for free or understand, read people's blogs, jump on their websites, figure out how they speak, how they did it, what did they go through. Certainly there's all these support groups for addiction, for PTSD, for bipolar, for depression, for insomnia, whatever it is that's showing you that something is not quite right. Go and find actively those resources. And I know that going out there and getting into it can be difficult, but that horse says you have power to do it. The good news is up in 5D, which is when you are connected to spirit and source and your guides, it's time to go out there and find more people to love. And it's going to be easy. There's abundance here. This is like the duck knows it's better with other ducks. The duck knows that it's better in a pond. So what does that mean? The environment needs to be ideal and we need to be around other people. This is community. This is abundance. This is soul tribe. This is all those things that a lot of people are craving because you intuitively know that it's healthy and that we need it. So if you go through an awakening or a big change portal, make sure you understand that it's not going to last forever. We need to learn more, open more doors, discover things, get into healing, get into understanding like what parts of me are still unconscious, what can I bring to the surface, how can I work with them? Because the ultimate end goal is to be healthier, happier, with more like-minded people, swimming around in this beautiful environment with people that we cherish. And let's remove the parameters of that. Whatever it used to be, it's going to be different now because the world is changing. So whether it's whatever transition we're all going through, there's a lot going on in the world. Know that out the other side, one of our goals can always be, I want it to be easy to connect and love people because that's good for me. So I'm going to work towards that. And I know that that's enduring at times, but let's make it easy. Let's find a way to educate ourselves so that we know about communication, respect, boundaries. We know about attachment styles, love languages. We know about relationships. So it is easy. I think what makes connection easy is when I know myself, I know my needs, I can be clear about that, and I can ask you, do you have capacity for me in your life? What does that look like? Let's have fun. The duck really says like, let's vibe together. Let's have fun. Let's laugh. Let's make it easy. And let's do it at the capacity that resonates with all the work that we need to do to get to that beautifully abundant place. So pay attention for the leap of faith. Good luck with everything. Much love. Come over to Patreon if you want more structure, more support. We have resources for you. We understand what it's like to go through a spiritual awakening. So please jump on over, follow the link, and we'd love to see you there. So much love. Bye.